Tottenham Hotspur have reached the European Cup semi-final for the first time since 1962, and their first in the Champions League era, after a 4-3 defeat on the night to Manchester City. The North Londoners progressed to the last four on the away goals rule after Raheem Sterling's 93rd-minute goal was disallowed by VAR. Fernando Llorente's 73rd-minute header, itself checked for a handball, proved the crucial goal as City's hopes of an unprecedented quadruple came to an end. Spurs created history despite being without Harry Kane and with Moses Sissoko forced off in the first half. Sterling had opened the scoring before a Son Heung-min brace put the visitors in control for the briefest of moments. Bernardo Silva made it 2-2 and Sterling then scored his second of the night, all within the first 21 minutes, a Champions League record number of goals in that amount of time. With City needing one more to swing the tie back in their favour, Sergio Aguero stepped up with what looked like the defining moment. Instead, it was to be Llorente and perhaps more importantly, referee Cunait Sakir who had the final say. The final stages were a real onslaught for Spurs. They looked to have weathered the storm until Sterling coolly turned it just yards from goal and spun the ball past Hugo Lloris. Heartbreak at one end, but ecstasy for Pep Guardiola and his players, yet it was short-lived as Aguero was judged to be offside in the build-up to Sterling's strike. Take a look at the dying seconds of the game below. VAR is still in its infant stages, granted, but it's hard to think of another game where the energy inside a stadium has been drained quite like that in a matter of seconds. The admins of City's official Twitter account, "It seems like the rest of us, were left speechless, in the grand scheme of things. Even if Guardiola's men could still win a very impressive treble, that's the last thing they'll be thinking about right now." Having suffered defeat to Liverpool at the same stage of the competition last season, City must take stock of what this means for their wider aspirations. As for Spurs, a 57-year wait for another European semi-final represents the longest of any club in history, but it's finally over thanks to one of their most famous glory nights. Mauricio Pochettino is all about defying the odds, but even he had given up hope in those agonizing final seconds. And to think these two sides will be doing it all again